In this series I am talking about my personal pen collection, and today we're going to talk about a pen that I find particularly special. And what happened was, many years ago, I was in London. I visited Fortnum & Mason, nice department store. I have a stationery section, and I was shown the B.R.E pens, British brand, that uses a lot of sterling silver. And the flagship model of B.R.E is the Viceroy Grand. And I held one, and I was blown away by the weight, the sheer weight. It's a silver pen. I was blown away by that, but I didn't buy it. It's a pricey pen. Years later, I got an email from John. John said, I'm sort of clearing out my collection a bit. Can I send you a pen? You can keep it, you can review it, do whatever you want with it. I said, sure. And I got the Viceroy. I was expecting something a bit less grand than this, but I was over the moon. B.R.E Viceroy Grand, alright? So, to this day, very grateful to John, and I'm serious, because I love this pen. This is one that I have never considered getting rid of, because to me it's just beautiful and perfect. So I'm going to give you a bit of an overview of the pen. I have done a full review of this. sbrebrown.com has an index. You can check it out. I will do a very short writing sample, but it's not a full review. It's just me talking about my feelings about the pen and why I love it so much. Solid sterling silver, the whole thing, bar the nib. The nib, it was explained to me, is 18 karat gold with nickel plating, just to match the trims of the pen. Okay. This Victorian pattern in there is a few thousand individual handmade hammer strikes. And if you know that, silver, that much handwork, you kind of understand the price of the pen better, right? This is not churned out by machine. It's basically a handmade pen. The pen is so classy and it's so classic. You see it in details, like the little rivets on top of the clip there, the way B.R.E is engraved there, the way the whole clip looks. It's a very vintagey look. You have a cutout there, you can engrave your name on it. I haven't done that, but you can. And this is what I call a torch-shaped pen, because it's almost like the Olympic torch. You know, it starts narrow there and it kind of flares out. Look at it! You see what I mean? Yeah, that's what I mean. It's stellar. It's beautiful. And you have all the hallmarks there, which you can find the meaning of online. I always forget, but it's from the area where it's made. It has sterling silver. It's all that, so all the hallmarks are there. Cap slips off, then you have the section, also silver, and then you have, as I said, the nib. This is a broad nib, and it's a joy to use, an absolute joy. Super smooth, it's nice, it's pleasant, it's fantastic. Humble cartridge converter, although it is a bit of a fancy converter with the metal bit there, but really pleasant. And the nice thing about the converter is it holds a decent amount of ink too. Even with the broad nib, you can definitely write for a while with this. Has a little rubber O-ring there so that the barrel doesn't sort of unscrew by accident. Cap snaps in place and it's perfect. Now the one thing that's very difficult to convey in a video is the weight of this pen. This is a heavy pen. It's not super heavy to the extent that you can't use it, but you feel the weight of the silver. And that's something that makes it unique. And it's big too. I mean, this is by no means a small pen. This is definitely an oversized pen. Metal section, I have no issues with it. I don't find it particularly slippery. It's perfect. And if you want to, you can even post it comfortably and use it as such. And I don't even think it gets particularly overweight or too much weight to the back. It's stunning. And to a lot of people, I know this is a grail pen, and rightly so. It is stellar. The way they've made this is beautiful. B.R.E also has really good customer service, I know from experience. So there's no fear in buying this. You even get a little polishing cloth. Some of it's silver, so it will tarnish. Some people like that, and in a way it is cool because it really shows that the pen has been used. I like to keep it in a fairly polished condition. It could probably use a polish right now, but it's just so fantastic and beautiful. This has to stay in my personal collection because it's magnificent, and that's really all there's to it. So I love this pen, I love the feel, I love the weight, I love the size, I love the way it writes. Perfection. And again, I'm still grateful to John to this day. Having said that, let's have a very quick look at how the pen writes. As I said, not a full writing sample, just to give you a very quick idea of how it writes. And that's all there's to it. Hope this was useful. I'm glad to see you later. Bye bye. Okay, so the Yada lead. Viceroy Grand. Victorian finish. The nib is a broad, and sorry, this is one of the new Diamine inks, and I forgot which one. I'm sorry. Very nice nib. With some paper it's saying, sorry, that was horrible writing. I'm leaning on the rings here, so my handwriting is even more horrible than usual. For some reason I like this pen with blue-black inks and blue inks, because it somehow seems to match to me. Super smooth nib, really pleasant. And being abroad, it seems to have this very, very slight stubbiness to it, so you actually get some some line variation as you write with it. I think it's a magnificent pen. I really love it. This is one that I really cherish and that I've been looking at for a long time, so it's great fun to own this, and I'm just in love with this. Well, that's all there's to it. I hope this was useful, and I'll gladly see you later. Bye bye.
Bye.